We are back from SHOT Show 2020 and have survived.
Maybe.
Spilling some sparkling a little bit, but it's okay. It's cold outside. It won't be a big deal. Sorry about that. We've got some sparkling wine here to celebrate our return, not only getting back, but also the fact that, as you can hear, we're not sick.
At all.
Those of you not familiar with the cheers.
Cheers.
Hope your arm is nice and refreshed. In the industry, we call it the SHOT Show Plague. Happens every year. It's pretty good stuff.
It is amazing.
It's local sparkling wine. We don't do Champagne, because that's French. Anyways, wanted to talk about SHOT Show and what we saw, what we did. As you may have noticed, coverage on this channel over the last 5 years of SHOT Show is not like what you see from a lot of other channels.
When I first was introduced to the channel, I found it helpful in that it was informative without being over the top. It's just straight, clear information that anybody can understand, and that's what when I came to the channel, hoped that I could also help provide.
And so, in keeping with the way the last 5 SHOT Shows went, you might notice we didn't beam out a bunch of videos or images of the products that are out there that they're showing off for the year. And that's because, well, as I've seen in the last 5 years, you end up with sometimes vaporware. Somebody's got a great idea, they've got their prototype at SHOT Show, never makes it to market.
We didn't want to show you anything and have you expect us to be showing you anything later in the year that we weren't guaranteed was going to ever make it on the market. A lot of things that we pick up were polymer 3D printed days prior to the opening of the show, and we can't guarantee that we can show you that, and if we did, if what you were seeing would be consistent in a few months.
And even some of the exciting stuff out there, like Palmetto State Armory had a lot of really cool guns. I'm sure you saw some previews from other folks, but that's what they were. It's previews, not reviews, and we review. So we want to make sure that we don't talk about stuff or show things too exciting until we've been able to actually go through it on our own range, under our own conditions, and show you how the gun actually works. Quite frankly, a lot of the stuff that was out there, even the metal guns, that was a one-off. And one of the companies, for example, that a lot of you asked about, I won't name them by name, but they had some really cool stuff to show, and I said, okay, so when is this going to be available? And they said, oh, we'll go into production probably Q3, Q4. That means September through December, it might start production, which means it probably won't even be available to the public until next SHOT Show. Right. So we don't want to talk about that. But we did want to talk about a few folks that we retouched base with, either reestablishing comms or new things that Tia found. As some of you know, I work in the industry, which means I'm at SHOT Show to work. I don't get to run around and do a lot of GBGuns stuff. Tia was GBGuns at SHOT, and
I did my best.
First SHOT Show. What were your impressions, by the way, as new to the industry, new coming into this?
New to the industry, new coming into this. Very intimidating, but by day 3, I was welcomed with open arms. I was more comfortable in the surroundings, and just felt like I was with a good group of friends / family.
Yeah, it is massive. The 2016 stats are the latest that I saw, but 12 miles of booths if they were all lined up end to end. How many miles a day would you say you averaged?
We were averaging 4 to 6 miles a day.
Yeah, and we had one day that was 9 miles.
Almost 10.
Almost. Might have had something to do with getting a little disorienting at times, which is easy to do because you've got 60 to 80,000 people that go through that show. So it gets pretty packed. We saw maybe 10%.
Maybe. We walked by a lot of things.
Yeah.
But there's just not time to stop and see all of it, nor would it interest you any more than it does us.
Or it's something that may or may not exist from a company that may or may not exist. There's another bit. But so some of our highlights, Stag Arms in the past. We did some Stag guns. kind of lost contact with them when they did the move. That's because people changed up. A lot of things swapped through there, but reestablished communications with Stag. Primary arms, we've had a lot of requests for PA optics. Looks like we're going to start doing that. Rome, a new company, they claim to have the world's lightest 308, which interestingly enough, so did some other people at the show, and they weren't the same gun. But Rome's done some interesting things with metallurgy to try to have a lightweight gun. Hoping to get one of those in. Patriot Ordnance Factory, POF USA, had a really cool looking 22 subgun type thing.
Pretty excited about that.
Athlon Optics, so looking at other scope companies. I hadn't heard of them. I guess I'm partial to the name because I write for Athlon Outdoors. So we went and checked out some of their glass from their bottom level to their top level, and it looked pretty good. With any luck, you'll be seeing it on the channel.
Really affordable too.
Liberty Ammunition does still exist. They are still out there. We've used a lot of their stuff in our What's for Dinner tests, but it's been hard to get a hold of, so we talked to them.
PatriotPin.com was something that caught my eye with all of the states that have fixed mag requirements, i.e. California or New York. They've come up with a system that allows you to have an AR-15 be California compliant without having to buy a whole new setup. You can just change out a few parts. We actually have the parts and are going to put those on something real soon and show you what you can have.
Pretty cool solutions for restricted states. SAR USA, we've done some Sarsomal's guns in the past. Tia swung by the booth.
I did, and they were really excited to make this interaction because that they have a lot of things that are freely available for import now, and we're really excited to have us swing by and do their reviews for them.
Some of the challenges I had with Sarsomal's in the past was really cool guns, but it was Sarsomal's proper with their booth. They were showing what the factory had. That doesn't necessarily mean that they've been ATF approved, that they've been export approved, or that they even have an importer. And I, not knowing that, being new to the industry, was super excited about them. And then the guns, of course, never came to the U.S. Now that there's SAR USA, we understand that won't be happening, and we should be actually seeing some real guns.
Yeah. Neomag. I had a few minutes on my first day, and I was perusing, and it's a mag clip. It sits really nicely beside your appendix carry, which excited me because, and hopefully we can get one in to show you how they work, but it was a nice option for me where I can't always, and usually don't, carry a double stack. I just don't have the frame to conceal it. So this was a nice option for me to have that extra magazine handy. Hopefully we'll see that soon.
And a nice refreshment to why there's the two of us on the channel. I'm well aware of Neomag, never had interest in trying it out because I carry a full-size double stack. If I have another mag, if I'm carrying 30 plus rounds on me, seems like it might be overkill. But for Tia and people with smaller frames that carry a single stack, it makes sense.
In-ear hearing protection, we have to have it every day, and this company has come up with a solution that I'm really excited about. It's so comfortable. Thus far, we don't have them yet, but when we do, we'll let you know everything.
Put it this way, it involves 3D modeling the inside of your ear. Very, very high-tech stuff.
Hoping it's, yes, I can't wait.
PTR, Precision Tactical Rifles, maker of a lot of roller lock guns. They make some G3 clones, some G36 clones, MP5 clones, things like that. Hoping to get some stuff in from them.
Taurus. A couple of you requested that we see what's new with Taurus, so I stopped by. I have never held one, never shot one until today, and I wanted to familiarize myself with it because they too were really excited to send us what is new with Taurus and allow us the opportunity to show you what is new with Taurus, because I had never heard anything good, and I can tell you I'm excited about the potential of doing this review.
And on the Taurus thing, I had some older Tauri that weren't so great. The new ones are supposed to be better. You may recall we did the TH9 a while ago. That was pretty good. This afternoon, we hit the range with some old and the one new Taurus that we have.
I definitely got to experience what was not great about Taurus, and am looking forward to changing that, because what I saw from them, I got really excited about. When I told Graham that I had stopped there, he kind of looked a little at me like I was crazy, but I think you'll enjoy it.
So Taurus, it's on you. American Tactical, ATI, we've done a lot of stuff from them. The MP40, the 410 shotgun, the Galileo, a couple pistols, and what did they show you?
They showed me a build kit for Galileo, and they are forging their barrel/receiver portion here, so you can order all of the parts and assemble the whole thing yourself. It's already disassembled, so if you need to do any fancy custom colorings or anything like that, it's ready for you. I'm hoping, we talked about receiving a kit ready to build, and I'm hoping that I get to build that for you.
M&M Industries, or M+M, has some pretty interesting AK-based platforms. They're boasting some pretty good accuracy claims. I first saw them 4 years ago at SHOT, I want to say, and now their stuff looks pretty sweet.
They have removed 16 parts out of an AK to make it even lighter, and the action is smooth as silk. I'm looking really forward to getting our hands on the what's the name of it?
They've got a few different models, but yeah, hopefully we'll have that in soon. I mean, think about it. AKs are pretty darn simple to begin with. Take 16 parts out of it, and it still runs, and seems to run better from what they're telling us.
Yeah. So that's what we are bringing you from SHOT Show. It wasn't a play-by-play with every booth that we walked by, although some of those are fun and cool. I wasn't comfortable, nor am I yet, to do that with on camera. Maybe eventually.
Well, and I don't trust what we see, and it's not the company's fault. They want to show it's what's coming for the year. I think that a lot of YouTubers might have kind of fallen into this trap of promoting this stuff that may not actually exist yet. And that's just, we do journalism, not entertainment. We like to think that's why you watch us, and we stick to that.
We don't like pizza half done, nor do we like our weapons half done.
Yeah, we've got a pizza cooking. That's what's going on. Anyways, thanks for watching this. Hope we satisfied most of your questions. If not, leave them down below, and we'll do our best to get to them all.
Thank you.